What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 22 video. That's right boys, we are back with some squad builders as we tend to do at the start of the year. I love building squads, I love trying different teams out, getting stuck into rivals, and today we have an absolute doozy for you. That's right, a doozy. Didn't think I'd ever use that word to describe anything. 20k, I won every Rivals game with it, scored a lot of goals. I'm going to talk you through everyone's stats in a little bit. We're going to talk through your team, look at the tactics, then we're going to look at some of the highlights. And you've got to wait to the end because the last two goals are absolutely chuffing love. They're like FIFA 22 only goals. You can only score them on this game. So that's what we've got in today's video. If you guys want to see some more squad builders this week and next, smash that thumbs up. I'm off work. I'm moving house, which is going to be, quite time consuming, but I do have a bit of time in the next week or two to make some content. So let me know if there's anything you want to see. And without any further ado, we're not going to waffle for more than a minute. We're going to get into the squad. So we're going to start off with our goalkeeper. Now, to get under the value of 20k, you need to be getting players from leagues like this occasionally. You need to dip into the Liga NOS. And we've got LAZZARI here, who is, he's a baller, actually. 6'3", good diving, good reflexes. Goalkeepers this year are pretty decent, and he seems to be pretty good. Saves the feet is useful, because I've had a few people try and use driven shots, and that's a handy thing. The cautious with crosses thing maybe is only downfall. So you could swap him for someone like Hilton Liete, the other goalkeeper from Benfica. Brazilian goalie, I think he's 78 rated, because I think heading is quite good, but it wasn't something I noticed it being an issue, right? So heading and crossing is decent, it feels like, but I didn't find he let me down for that. His stats are just standard, everything you'd expect. He's a useful player to have in your squad. Since we're going through the Benfica route, I'm going to show you the left-hand side first. So we have Grimaldo at left back. Now, he is a strong link to who you will see in a second as our other centre-back. I wanted to just have 3 isolated players from this league. None of those player traits really matter. His stats are pretty strong. He's quick. He's got 86 acceleration, 87 sprint speed, which at this time of the year is more than enough. His dribbling's great. The agility and balance mean you can get the ball out to him on the left, and you can feel a bit comfortable just kind of twisting, turning and playing the ball further up the pitch. His defending stats are fine. He's got great stamina, so he can bomb up and down. I really liked this player. Really useful card for my squad. Just to let you know as well, the total cost for all of these players, if I just bring it up, for this team was 19,250 coins. Now, this will change a lot over the next few weeks as early release changes. The better players might rise, the worst players might drop. That tends to happen when the game comes out. So you may see like a Grimaldo drop, but then there are players further up the pitch that grew. Anyway, at left centre-back we have Jan Vertonghen. Now, this is one that I don't understand why he got a pace increase of like 15. But he did get one. He got one nonetheless, and it's something we have to take in. So he's left-footed, which is why he's our left centre-back. He actually got 2 assists. I don't know how. I've just gone onto my subs bench there extensively. I don't know how, but for 900 coins, right, when you've got LAZZARI and Grimaldo links, this is insane. There are loads of other great players in the Liga NOS as well. If I was to just do this and just show you the defence, I hate the new way this system works. They call it Liga Portugal in here. I don't know if that's because of licensing. But if we were to look at concept defenders, you have got his other... I mean, this guy looks pretty nice as an inform. That's definitely usable. You got Pepe is insane now. Obviously, Vertonghen, you've got his Benfica partner, Lucas Verissimo, is pretty pricey, but he's great. So there's loads of class early game defenders here. Even this guy looks great. So really, if you're looking at spending a little bit more, you can change this team up, put Verissimo in, put a couple of those, you can maybe swap Vertonghen for Pepe. But yeah, he was great. He's 6'2", really good pace, great defending, stats are nice, and he can pass the ball out, which is pretty handy. I always like my left-footed left centre-back to be able to pass. Then we're going to go on to our right centre-back, and now, this time, we are mixing things up a little bit. We're going to a new league, and we're going to be scrolling a bit further down than you probably expect for this one. I've got a lot more players in my club than I realised I had. We're going to be going to the lovely shores of Italy for MAGNANI. So, Gianchia, I'm not going to try that. He is actually really decent. High defensive work rates, right-footed, Very quick with 75 pace, good defending, good physical. He is just going to be your no-nonsense, do your defensive work, just get that sorted for you. 6'3", so he wins everything in the air. He's very quick for his height. He's not good at passing. He's not good at dribbling. You don't need him to be. In this squad, your 20k squad, this is to see you through if you're doing a no-spend road to glory or something like that. And this sort of player is going to help you just concede less goals, and then you can get the ball to Vertonghen to score some goals. Or, alternatively, you can pass him to your right wing back, who is very decent. Our right wing back is, of course, LAZZARI. He's got 92 pace. He's got really good dribbling, really good passing. Defensively, a little bit weaker, which is why he's fine to be partnered next to MAGNANI, because he's going to do just your defensive bog standard stuff. But this guy's quick. Get the ball to him out wide, and he will absolutely fly down the pitch. He's got 3-star skills and a 3-star weak foot, which is handy. Work rates mean he is all over the place. I believe I did actually set him to stay back while attacking, just to give me that little bit more defensive solidity. But he's got great stamina. He's a good player. But yeah, he's got good crossing too, so if you do decide to build your squad where he ventures further up, he's going to be very handy for you as well. Next, we are going to go to our midfield, and we look at the left side of our midfield three, and then we'll go to our right side. I packed this Carlos Soler in one of my first packs and decided that I needed to make sure I built a team that he would fit into. 1,300 coins he was selling for at the time of recording. He scored 3 goals, got 1 assist for me. Was really, really good in midfield. He's got 4-star weak foot, so he can kind of see both ways. He can get involved. 3-star skills, you probably don't really want to be doing skills with this guy. But when it comes to his stats, really nice, well-rounded. He's got, I mean, Pedri has just appeared again from my bench, but Carlos Soler, he's got 4 of his 6 stats are over 77. Every stat is 71 or above. Pace is quick enough in midfield. His dribbling's good. His balance could be a touch higher, but I didn't notice that being an issue in game. Dribbling was great. Vision, passing, things like that's really good. And yeah, he can do some defending as well. He's got good standing tackle. He's definitely going to help you in that midfield, just kind of keep things ticking over. On the left-hand side, we have got ourselves Gonzalo Guedes. Now, I've actually gone on to use this guy in further teams. He's really decent. I really like Guedes. He is right-footed with 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. During the time in this side, he got 2 goals, 1 assist and 1 man of the match from left midfield in the 4 games. Just a really nice player. I'm a big fan of him. He seems to get forward really well. His pace is good. You're not going to use him to fly down the wing like you would with like an Adama Traore, but he's got good stats that you can use him to score some nice goals. You can do passing play and try and be creative with your wide player. Good dribbling. He's just a solid player. There's no obscenely quick players in this side, but it doesn't matter. I won every game comfortably and scored a lot of goals. Then we have our striker, which is Morales. If you have a bit more to spend, you can look at someone like Iñaki Williams. We're going to go for Morales, who for me got 8 goals, 1 assist in 4 games. Really solid player, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, decent height. Looking at those stats, his pace you can see is great, his finishing is excellent, shot power is good, really nice curve which helps with finesses, and then dribbling side of things is brilliant. His agility and balance are great, ball control and dribbling is really high. He is just a really genuinely good starter striker. Some people may be put off from the fact his pace is only 86. There's absolutely nothing there that you need to be concerned about. He is going to do bits for you, don't you worry your lovely little heads. Then we're going to go on to our right centre mid, and I believe he may actually be a different position. He is a cam, and this guy, he's a cam, but I felt very comfortable playing him as a centre mid and honestly getting him to do some defensive work. The fact he starts as a cam is quite surprising. If you look at his base stats, 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot is completely fine. He's a bit of a beast at 6'1". He scored 1 goal, got 3 assists. And yeah, was just a really genuinely good starter player on the game. His dribbling and passing, as you'll see here, is really strong. His defending is decent. Physicals are great. His stamina is excellent. He's a good player. And again, he's someone that got, contributed with goals all over the board. and it's going to be great just kind of ticking your team over in midfield. Then on the right hand side we have Politano. Now you can, I believe, use any Serie A right winger here. So if you have more to spend, I was trying to fit within a 20k budget. If you want to upgrade and go for a Lozano, or if I was to just look very briefly at Serie A on here under concepts, there's going to be some options. So you've got not so much in right mid, but if we go down to right wing, there's definitely Lozano. You could use Chiesa if you've got a lot more, even Kulusevski if that's more your type of player. So there are some easy ways to upgrade a few players in this squad. You can go for a better right centre back when you get more coins. You can maybe upgrade Morales, players like that. But it's a nice way that you can tier this team up because it's not too tricky to fix the hybrid side of things. But Politano was good. He contributed a lot with assists, 6 assists, 3 goals, 9 goal contributions in 4 games. Is not something to be upset about. He's left-footed, which again I think means we can allow the players to not worry too much about having 90 plus pace because they're coming inside and we're bulking the middle of the park up really, but where their inside foot kind of cause them to cut in. 4-star skill, 4-star weak foot though means he does still have a decent right foot. Dribbling is excellent, pace is alright, good shooting, he's a great player. Then we're going to finish with our striker, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how to make this work with custom tactics in a second. But this guy is someone that I genuinely really liked in this team. Now, game's getting all confused here because I clicked him as a concept. Henrik Mkhitaryan got 5 goals, 2 assists. He got 3 man of the matches out of my 4 games. He's brilliant. So I set him up to play as like the false 9 in my custom tactics. So he's playing as kind of an attacking mid behind Morales. And then the squad starts to take shape of like a 4-2-3-1 in game. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. This guy is an actual baller in game. His agility and balance is great. All of his dribbling stats are genuinely excellent. His shooting's good, so when you do get a chance, like I said, 5 goals in 4 games is no mean feat. He's quick. He's just a really genuinely good player. Really liked Mkhitaryan. I genuinely think he was great. Now, in terms of custom tactics, there's not too much I've really discovered yet that's groundbreaking. So I play something that's just relatively balanced. I have my defensive style as balanced, width of 46, depth of 40, just so that gives me some space to build the team up. So here, my chance creation is forward runs, so I want players to be making runs from deep. So here it says pushes players forward deep into attacking areas, and it means you can be more susceptible to a counter attack. So I feel like dropping your depth back by 10, your team are not too deep that you can still play nice, kind of almost like a counter press in midfield, but then you've got your chance creation here with players bombing forward. Lowered the width ever so slightly, as I mentioned, my wide players wanting to come inside more. I added 1 extra player on the box for a little bit more attacking. Corners and free kicks down 1. Maybe that's kind of my standard for last year. Headers are a little bit better, so maybe do an extra player in the box for corners. But I just liked to avoid being caught on the counter. Now in terms of the individual tactics, I didn't actually do anything to the defenders. Potentially may ask if I'm playing against some higher quality, start to ask these to stay back while attacking, but so far at this point in the game didn't feel like I needed to. In terms of this, I don't know what's happened with that one, but that's supposed to be cover. These two are on cover centre. That's all that needed to be done with those. I kept my wide players to just do what they wanted, and now I have stay central and getting behind for Morales and stay central false 9 for Henrik Mkhitaryan, which means Morales goes up, Mkhitaryan drops in, you got your wide players kind of starting to come in. It's a 4-2-3-1 essentially in game, and it plays pretty well. So let's have a look at some gameplay and talk a little bit more in depth about the stats I've collected on the players. So I scored some really nice goals and had a lot of fun with this team. There was some really fun pieces in terms of the passing. You see here there Morales turning in a tight space. I love just the way you can pass with this team. That they always seem to have players on the ball. Guedes there coming inside. That's exactly what I mentioned about your wide players coming in. Right there, Guedes came in there. Politano came in here. Passed to one another, and it was easy. Mkhitaryan here as well, picking the ball up in the pocket, allowed Morales to move further forward, and again we score a lovely goal. Out of my 4 games, Guedes got man of the match once, Mkhitaryan got it 3 times. Obviously, Morales got the bulk of the goals with 8, but the goals were shared around across the side. There was 3 with Politano, 3 with Soler, 1 Pellegrini, 2 Guedes, 5 Mkhitaryan and 8 Morales. So, you know, just a really quick trying to work that out there. I think that's 22 goals scored. We scored a lot of goals with this team. We kept 2 clean sheets and then conceded 4 in the other 2 games. So 2 in each. One of them, I believe I included the clip in this. It was just genuinely the worst own goal. You know, you could probably score. It was really frustrating. But these things happen. But yeah, you'll see here Politano easily getting on the ball. That was a weak foot cross into Guedes' strong foot, but absolutely pings it. It was a class cross for his weak foot. He really doesn't struggle with that. And you can feel comfortable here knowing that like your fullbacks can get involved in the play. LAZZARI there playing a lovely ball through. This one was quite funny. He saved my penalty, which I was a little bit annoyed about. Then straight up to the corner, played it short. Politano thought he'd atone for the previous miss, and just like that, absolutely sent his team to the shops and wellied it down the goalie's throat. Now, I've had a lot of people... Oh, this is the own goal, by the way. Love this. Bang. What a header from MAGNANI. Don't know what the goalie was doing, diving the wrong way. But I've seen a lot of people say goalies are absolutely insane this year. I don't think they're that hard to beat. I scored 22 goals in 4 games with this side. That's nearly... You know, that's an average almost of 6 goals a game. Just under. It's like 5.5. I didn't struggle to score goals with this team. I scored a lot of goals and battered a lot of people. I didn't find it. I didn't necessarily need 20 chances for a goal. This one here, you could quite easily just play it across. But I wanted to just see if I could beat the goalie. I was already 5-2 up, and you can. I don't think it's that hard to score. You just have to aim for corners, really. The corner of the goal. I also did again score another nice goal from a corner. I feel like the close control with players like Politano really suits those sort of goals from the corner. So, yes, we created some really nice chances, scored some really fun goals. I love this one in a sec where it ends up dropping out. Soler, I love that turn there. Beats a couple players in midfield. And a nice, it was deflected, but a nice finish. But yes, this team plays really nicely in game. It's a great starting team. There's lots of nice opportunities to have players that can do things like this. Lovely passing moves, just beautiful. Great close control. The team's great. But if you guys enjoyed this team, do smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel if it is your first time watching and it is your first time around here. All your support is, as always, greatly appreciated. And of course, if you guys want to see more FIFA 22 content, please do subscribe and you'll see much more. Thanks so much as always for watching. Have a fantastic day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.